Welcome back, everyone, to Lore of the Shadow, where I see some orcs up here, and now they suddenly have quest rings over their heads. I take it talking to Thrym unlocks that quest. So I guess we need to kill some orcs. An unwarm welcome. Orcs roam the Wizard Downs in great numbers, prowling to and fro, as Thrym described. You should defeat orcs. Okay, yes, so as Thrym described, that means that most definitely it's a case of something that was unlocked as a result of what happened there. Okay, there you go. But of course, what I really wanted to go after was that orc. I only have to... Oh, defeat orcs near Thrym's camp. Okay. That's two of them. Let's get rid of that poison and continue along and see what we can find. Now we need to kill orcs. We also need to find signs of what happened with the cold. It looks like we have some Barghasts who are also have quest rings over their head. So I guess this is kill Barghast near Thrym's. There you go. Howls in the cold winds. Barghasts roam in the risen downs, filling the cold winds with their hungry howls. You should defeat Barghasts in the risen downs. Alright. So close enough. Now let's see. Do we have any berries or... This pond is frozen solid, an unusual occurrence in this area of Middle Earth. Yeah, frozen solid is probably not something if they say that they have relatively mild winters. I mean, in a particularly cold winter, maybe some areas would have it. There we go. I remember one time the river near where I worked at, I think it's only in the time I've been living in the area, has frozen over once. So, meaning it's something that could happen, but not difficult. So I'll presume that this pond here is probably same situation. Now, I guess there are going to be more. Okay, now the pond being frozen is, I think, the first of the signs. Let's see. Alright, we will take care of this one. There we go. That takes care of the orcs. Of course, killing extra orcs is never a bad thing, especially since there's probably a deed relating to them, right? Completed a study of frost lore. Completed class deeds, tier 7. Ooh. There you go. So, double deed completion. That never hurts. Okay, let's see. Hedgerow all over the place. Ah! A place that's not covered up with snow. Though it's still rather chilly up here based on the snow and all. Now here's another pond. Another Barghast. Barghast. I suspect the modern pronunciation is Barghast or Barghast, depending on your accent. You have something of about 5 different spellings of it, all similar to each other. It probably means that, alright, this word varied by accent. Frozen critter. This creature appears to have succumbed to the cold, lying frozen in the snow. Alright, that's the second of the... Oh. There you go. Come and get me. Toasty Hobbit. There you go. That's number 7. Just one more and we will meet our quota. And whack. Alright, that's the other landscape quest done. But now I still have to find one more sign, and I also need to find those berries. Alright, and killing extra orcs, as I said, is never a bad thing, especially when there's a need for them. Ooh, I think I found a mounted orc. Is this one that counts for the mounted... Right, there's a quest for killing mounted orcs, right? New deed, Slayer of Mounted Foes in Wildermore. Well, there's at least a deed for doing it. Oh, mounted combat foes in the Risen Downs. Okay, they don't care who's on the mount. They're going to take that anyway. Alright, so now, let's see. Hello! Slap. Ah! Another pond. And more Barghest here. I guess maybe all of the ponds have Barghest on them. I guess that sort of fits considering where you find them in Arid Luin when you're way, way, way early in the game. I guess some breeds of Barghest just love cold places. And I have no idea where they came from then. Oh, alright, here we have a frozen tree. Unused to the harsh new climate, this tree has died. Oh. Well, we have to see if we could take care of things before this goes too far. Where are the berries? Ah, another pond and a berry bush. Very good. Frozen berry. These berries are badly spoiled by frost. Alright. Obviously not holly berries then. I can't think of holly berries being sensitive to frost. But I'm sure there are plenty of other berries in the world that are very sensitive to it. There you go. Another berry. Okay. And another one over here. And somebody doesn't like me. There you go. More berries. So I just need 3 more berries and I will be done. Though I do also have to find other things like mounted foes and the like and deal with them. And check out those other White Hand locations. It appears that there is a large Barghest in the area by the name of Clampjaw. I should defeat Clampjaw before he can waylay any helpless travelers. So let's see if we can find this I guess Clampjaw is down this way? Is that Clampjaw over there? Yeah, that is Clampjaw. He did look a little big. Well, let's take care of the smaller ones that are close to me first so that I don't have to worry about multiples at once. I may have to anyway. How about you do that, and I'll do this. And Whack! There you go. One less jaw to clamp. I think that's enough for this area. Hello, Thrym.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
What do you have there, friend? Spoiled frozen berries, I see. I wonder for the farms of Wildermore. I have no fear of orcs, but our Reeve Garwig must be warned of the effects of the cold, heavy though the burdens are already. Shudfig is the nearest town, and we should hurry there to brace for an orc attack. Once the dangers have passed, let us ride in haste to Forlaw to warn the Reeve. Okay?
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
We shall leave for Shieldfig now, for my scouts tell me that an orc attack looms near. We tried to cut them down on the field, but for every one that we felled, 2 more took their place. I will meet you there with my men, if you wish to ride ahead to warn the Thane to ready Shieldfig for the attack. Please, help him however you can, for he is the father of my betrothed. Okay, so I need to speak to Thane Kunigar of Shudfig. There we go. And
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Thrym's face is lined with worry as you relay the findings to him. I do not like this at all. I am a warrior, and I will drive the orcs off. But we are a simple farming folk here in Wildermore. We live off the land. Even if we are safe from orcs, we cannot escape the strange weather. Alright, so we're done with that. So now I should investigate I need to take care of a few more mounted foes and also find the possibly haunted fishing town, but I believe that is to the west of Shudfig. And we need the White Hand camp to the southeast, so we'll go there next. Look! Mounted foes on our way to finding that orc outpost. Okay, just one more and we shall be done, right? Can we do it quickly? There we go. Now, is that the proper direction? No, it is pointing me to... No, I need to go this way. It was trying to point me back to Shulafig in order to speak to the thing there. Alright. Don't trust the arrow until you know which quest it is pointing towards. Warband following. So I saw a flash of light for a moment there. I thought, oh, dude, there aren't supposed to be any raids on this server. Or at least, that's following right over there. Okay. Yeah, cracked earth against birds. I'm sure that'd be very effective. Whew. Alright, let's see. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's heal up before I even think about going against one of those. And Warband following, we have a blue box of wilderness spoils. What is in the spoils box? Not much, that's for sure. Ooh, some Rohirric text. I guess we could go with that. That wasn't polite. It changed direction right on top of us as I was in the middle of casting a spell. Oh well. Well, we're done with that. Now, towards that orc camp. Ah, that looks like it up over there. That does look like an orcish tent there, and definitely a quickly improvised fortification. So let's deal with that along the way. Oops. Okay, I caught that one just before making a mistake. Oh, an archer. I thought that was a rock at first. Maybe that's what they count on, is people figuring out that they're rocks and then stumbling upon the orcs. These hostile lands. Fusham Doram. The White Hand camp is crawling with enemies. How did they come to be here? Well, that I don't know. Deed bestowed. I'm sure at some point they're going to send me on some quests into there. But this is not the time. I was only supposed to scout the camp at this time. So now let's head out. This way? No, not towards the camp. Alright, we head out this way where we will go and report back to Kunigar, right? Yeah, Kunigar. There's Shusik, but I remembered I need to investigate that fishing village to find out if it's really haunted. And I believe that is in this direction. So let's head down this way. I presume, well, first off, if the ponds are frozen, what are they going to do? Ice fish? Well, that may be the only option they have unless the pond completely froze over. But I suspect that the pond will only freeze over, what, about a decimeter or something like that. So let's head on down here. And see what we could find. This fishing village seems to be abandoned. What secrets does it retain? That Fiskworth. Well, it doesn't look like something that's haunted, that's for sure. Well, I guess that's something to discover in the future. Let's go and report. I see that Gordon and Horn are here. And we also have Winfara.
Thank you for doing some good in the rigging downs, my new friend.
These people have experienced much hardship, and I fear that I may have given speed to some of the dangers that threatened them. I was riding in the high knolls with my companions when a blizzard closed in. The snow was blinding and the wind fierce, and I dismounted and to seek some measure of shelter. No sooner had my boots touched the ground than a great darkness fell upon me, and a tremendous shape hovered over my poor horse Windfoot. I stumbled away, falling into a great drift of snow. That saved my life. Forrest stayed straight ahead, his expression haunted. Above the tumult I could hear the sound of Nurzum at feast. He made a meal of my poor Windfoot, and only when he had finished he moved on away among the crags. Did I see that my companions were missing? Oh. Of Ludwig, there was no sign, but I do not think Harding's son was spared. I made my slow way by foot back here to Schudvig, but if he were alive he would have done the same. That is my tale. I hope only that Nurzum is not drawn here by my presence to threaten the people of Schudvig. Okay. Well, what do you say about this, Gordon?
This creature Nurzum must be of enormous size.
I listened to Inpara's tale as you did, but it raises more questions than we had before. This creature Nurzum must be of enormous size if he can overpower a horse of Rohan. He must be clad in thick fur to move comfortably in the midst of such a snowstorm as Windfara related. Whether his attack was caused by need or sport is unclear to me, but the size of his appetite is less mysterious. It is large and not easily sated. I believe the Nurzum to be a large snow beast of the sort that frequents the Misty Mountains. How he came to this area of Rohan I cannot guess. Corridon looks at from the musings with a puzzled expression. Where's Gleowinnet? I haven't seen him since we arrived. If dangers such as this Nurzum stalk Wildermore, we should stay together for safety. I hope Gleowinnet has not thought to leave Shieldfig. Alright, I'll see if I could find him anywhere around here. Oh, we can only hope that he hasn't gone missing. Oh, I see a quest ring up ahead. Could it be? Yes, alright. No problem whatsoever, I think.
There is no fool like an old man thinking to rediscover the joys of his youth.
What happened to Wildermore in the years since I left her? The land of my childhood was a sunny place of fields and blue rivers, not this den of relentless sorrow. It was not home to such terrors as this monstrous Nurzum, bringing death so quickly and without warning. What happened to the land that I remember? Pay no attention to an old, sad man, Pinelore. I will not despair. My concern must not be that these troubles have happened to my childhood homeland. It must be that these troubles could move south and threaten the rest of Rohan. We will help the people of Wildermore, and by helping them, we will help even Theoden King, though he not ask nor trust such help. Thank you for this talk, my friend. I just needed to hear these things aloud. Okay. Before I go and talk to Horn again, I think I better report to Kunigard Thane. These children seem to be sad, so I suppose you could say that for many of the folk in Wildermore.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
So you are Pinelore, the legendary hero of the Easternment? Welcome to Shieldfig, especially if Thrym sent you. Wildermore seems to be full of orcs of late, and cold and strange rumors. Many men do not return from a field. If Thrym believes that you can be of aid to us, I believe so too. Let's prepare for battle. The orcs will not break us. Alright, that's good to hear.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
My daughter, Keenenberg, will help with the preparations for battle if you have time to spare to her. She's a strong girl, and I trust her to make us ready. You will find her in Shieldfig. She will tell you what you can do to aid us. Alright. What will Keenenberg have? Oh. What's this?
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Well, alright. I'll also speak to your sons, alright? But, most of all, I'll speak to Keenenberg, and we'll see about that in the next episode of Lore of the Shadow.